So my name is Kevin Brian Matuki. I'm the operations manager at Harriet's Botanicals. I joined Harriet's Botanicals around 2021. I started as an intern. We used to come just 2 days a week when I was still in campus, just doing data entry and just putting records here and there. Then after I completed, I joined the company officially. The thing that I appreciate a lot with Harriet's Botanicals is the fact that you're working as a team. It's not about individual work. Once you have a problem, you don't know how to do this and this, there's always somebody somewhere who knows how to do it. So if you just open yourself, you are free to talk to everybody. I mean, when Harriet is here, you can ask her any question. So that becomes a bit easy for you as you develop. In terms of being green, what I think has helped me a lot is the fact that I do a lot of research. Once you're told to do this, the next thing I'm going to try and look, how can I do it to be better, such that the following maybe day, once you're told to do the same thing, you won't just spend the whole day doing it. So initially you see you're given a task. The first time you're taking a whole day to do it, but as you grow, it takes sometimes even 1 hour. As operations manager, the first thing is you're Harriet's personal assistant. Every time she wants, to call somebody, you're the one who's going to make that call. When there's a problem somewhere in a shop, you're in the middle of the fire. Yeah. So when you hear, certain employee has not showed up to work in time, the first person Harriet is going to call is going to be you. So you have to have that line of communication between yourself and the other team leaders. I mean, that's the other thing that makes your work a bit easier. The fact that you have team leaders in every shop, you have regional heads in every area. You have one in Nakuru, you have one in Mombasa. Then if it's here, the factory, you have the coordinator, the product coordinator. So it becomes a bit easier as you go on when you have such people surrounding you. But the other thing is you have to make sure that you read a lot, because if it's a new system that is coming in, you have to go start reading about that system. You make sure you get to know as much as possible within a short time of period. With that, plus also the other part is when you're talking with the suppliers, because some of these systems are going to be brought by these suppliers. So you have to make sure that you have that line of communication. In a way, you become like their friends. Okay? So it's that part of communication that I think makes everything a bit easier for everybody. Herbal medicine was never, and I think, an industry that I knew I would end up in. My background actually is in communication. I studied at Edinburgh University. So that part of herbal, the reason why I think also I was quite interested, because I saw it's a new field with very few people. Very few people also, I mean, in terms of my age, there are very few people who wants to join this industry. I mean, mitishamba, ni watu wangapi watataka kuanzika, and there's usually that culture, I don't know, hizi ni mitishamba, haziwezi kusaidia nini. So for me, I saw this is an opportunity, an industry that very few people my age want to get into. So I think that's one part that pushed me to join. For me, I use Sagaita, especially when this period when it's cold, or January, February, when it was quite dusty. So I kind of found that one quite easy, because I remember this one period I had a cold. It was a bad one, but I could come and work and nobody could know what is happening. The other product that I like to use is Busarek. You know, especially when you go out with your friends on a Friday, then on Saturday you can't even raise your head up. So once you take Busarek, it's very good for detox. So I think those are the two main products I usually use. I think when you say these products are just for women, I think that comes from a background that exactly you have no idea what you're talking about. Because if you look like our products, you have Mosipchot, which is mainly for bones. It's not only women who suffer from the problems they have with bones, even men do. I mean, when we talk about Sakawita, I mean, homa, ni kila mtu anapata homa. So, I mean, when we talk about Busarek, acidity, it's just not women who have those problems. You'll find a lot of men have problems to do with acidity. So, the idea that herbal medicine is just for women, I think that comes from people who are a bit ignorant, if I say, because if they, I think, did more of their research, that type of statement should not even come around. I think especially the last 1 year and a half, we have seen an increase of sales, especially for the male products. Also, even the male products, there are some guys who just come and say, okay, nipatie it and wet, then nikakunywe, I don't know, detox. You know, there's that part where we come from I think from long time ago, men are told, I don't know, you're not supposed to talk about your problems, you're supposed to keep quiet, unaonyesha na sura ngumu, you know. So, but as men, I think more, even the way you learn more, I think even the education system, the guys are just, you know, improving their reading. That one, I think it's one thing that is adding slowly. I know it's going to take some time, but from where I sit, I can say it's a process. And we are, I think, headed in the right direction. No, I think when it comes to my friends taking herbal products, some of them, I know there's one who just came to the house, had a homa, just took the bottle and went with it. Then the Busarek one, okay, that one stays for long, and there's the part where some of them were trying to see whether it can be used for detox after going out the whole night. So